well. Like when he's on point, he is definitely hard to stop. I've seen many tournament results in Sweden where he does very long losers bracket runs and goes all the way to like grand finals.
Also plays the prettiest of Fox, Blue Fox.
Definitely, he strives off of momentum very well, more so than your average Fox.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst matchups in the game, with very few exceptions.
Definitely.
It's very difficult for Kirby to establish any kind of game plan in this matchup because Fox can basically force Kirby to take the initiative at all times because he has the laser and because he is like 10 times faster on the ground and everywhere basically.
Yeah, and I also said, I was thinking, why would he pick Yoshi's story? Like, up throw, up air kills at like 70, 60? Very early.
Maybe he's also trying to kill Fox early himself with the back air.
Yeah.
Because I do believe it's not the easiest to edge guard Fox with Kirby. You have to do a lot of guesses sometimes.
Yeah.
So it might be that he wants to have to edge guard Fox less times than usual. But
and the thing is, I think the way Kirby kills in this matchup is by edge guards.
Yeah, he has to land the edge guards, otherwise he's screwed.
And on a smaller stage, you get more edge guards because
he's in a bad spot, but Zoler misses the shine.
Kirby can't really do anything about drill.
What the hell? He's recovering every time. That's not supposed to be possible.
No, Kirby's recovery is deceptively bad.
Yeah, that's a good term, deceptively bad. You'd think, oh, he has 5 jumps. It should be good. No, it's not good. He has no air mobility. So
you're like, he's like Jigglypuff, but he has an up B move. But then he sucks.
But Ludvig is actually winning a lot of neutral situations in this matchup, which is pretty impressive right now.
He's doing a good job calling out the Zoler's jumps, like right there. Zoler stands in his shield, and he just jumps up and back airs. But Kirby really wants to have his back turned against Fox. The thing is, Fox shouldn't approach when Kirby has his back. Because he has the back air and the up tilt. So, jab smash.
Jab up smash, the classic. Okay, Kirby is definitely capable of tech chasing with this grab, but you have to kind of guess to get the follow-up. It feels slightly harder than Sheik's down throw.
It feels
but
very
it's doable.
harder.
It's doable.
Much harder.
I've seen people tech chase with it.
Me too.
Does he get the edge guard? Wow, nice angle.
The thing is, if you DI away from the Kirby down throw and you take away, then you almost have to guess.
Yeah, you have to start running already.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
It's actually slightly easier in PAL than it is in NTSC because Kirby is actually faster in PAL. He's actually buffed. Yeah,
damn,
slightly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Nice.
Kirby's butt dodge actually pretty good. Kirby has some pretty good tools.
Kirby has some decent evasive tools, actually. His roll is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
It can be difficult to punish at times. His spot dodge is kind of fast, actually.
Also has the fastest jump animation.
Yeah.
Like with Fox and Samus and Sheik,
like
2 frames.
I have never believed this idea that Kirby is the worst character in the game. I think there are definitely a lot of characters that are not a lot, but like a few characters that are definitely worse.
Bowser is definitely worse.
But then again, if your character is not that good in the spacey matchup, it's definitely a rough time to play melee tournaments with. But Zoler, we forgot to say Zoler took the first game. It was kind of close actually. So Ludvig
it wasn't too bad.
No, Ludvig is doing a pretty decent job. Yes, this spot dodge is quite good. And Kirby has some decent moves to follow up on spot dodges. He has up tilt, he has the down smash that we just saw. So you kind of have to be careful about the spot dodge.
Yeah. And actually, his forward is actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
He has a lot of safe moves, but the thing is,
doesn't have the mobility to carry those moves. Like if he had slightly more mobility, it would make these moves even better, basically.
If Kirby had Jigglypuff's air mobility, he would be insane.
It would be pretty good actually. It would be pretty decent for sure. He'd also need a bit more ground speed, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do believe like Magic Scrumpy made like a video where he says how to balance Jigglypuff and I mean Kirby.
Yeah.
And that was basically, that was almost all he did, was just ground mobility, air mobility. That's about it. You don't need much more.
Because the thing is, he has good moves, but he just can't follow up on them because he's so slow.
Can't follow up on them and can't really use them in neutral as effectively as what if he had higher speed.
If he had like a projectile and could force approaches, he would also be much better. But because he has a lot of good walling tools, like the back air and the up tilt, but yeah, it just falls apart when you're so slow.
Oh, wow, that was a nice up tilt. I really like, in general, like Ludvig's ability to wall and neutral with this character.
That was a very good combination.
An edge guard, wow.
Yeah, and all of that came from the up tilt.
Yeah.
And then a couple of reads. But they're both at 2 stocks. Good
this
shit,
is a dangerous position for Kirby. Wow, spot dodges away from the ground. Nice read. Oh, he tried to jab reset. Doesn't get it.
He tried to jab reset up smash, but how fast is
wow, this up tilt.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Very good.
Does he get the... Yeah, he's not afraid to, like... Generally, spot dodging against spacey pressure is a no-no.
Yeah.
But Kirby is one of the characters where you can sometimes get away with it because you can also follow it up with a crouch or a wave dash, and the spot dodge is pretty fast. So you can make it slightly annoying for them to do pressure. And also because the spaceys are not hitting a shield when he spot dodges, it might mess up their L cancel timing as well.
Yeah.
So like the spot dodge is definitely usable as an anti-pressure tool. And wow, he's taking it to the last stock.
And not that high percent.
Sometimes I wonder like how much damage this guy would do with like a top tier.
Yeah.
Like he has really good fundamentals and walling, and like imagine if this guy picked up Marth, you know, like had a sick Marth, like
yeah, Jigglypuff.
Because I mean, matchup like the opponent matchup inexperience against Kirby can only take you so far.
Yeah.
Like, it's something if you play something like Yoshi or Pikachu, who are pretty solid characters actually.
But Zoler takes it, but Ludvig kept it close.
Yeah, he kept it very close. It was
very respectable.
Very impressive. Like, always impresses me every time I watch him.
It's actually the first time I see him play.
Oh really?
But, yeah, I'm very impressed. Also, when you play Kirby, you have to make so many guesses and so many reads.
Yeah, and the neutral, yeah. You don't have that much mobility, so you have to know, oh, he's gonna approach now, and then throw out the back air right on time.
Yeah, and he was very good at keeping Zoler in the corner. When he got Zoler in the corner, he was very good at reading jumps and